Today we're going to explore one of the most epic battles in Greek mythology, the great war between the Olympian gods and the Titans. Welcome to Voices from History. Cronus, the father of all Titans, was enraged with his 3 gigantic sons with 100 arms and 50 heads. They were Briareus, Codus, and Gygus. Cronus harshly oppressed them. Outraged by their arrogant vitality, their monstrous appearance, and overwhelming strength, he forced them to live beneath the earth. There they dwelled, in subterranean pain, in the farthest depths of the earth, suffering for a long time, with intense sorrow in their hearts. But Zeus, the son of Cronus, together with the other immortals born of Rhea, heard the counsel of Gaia, the personification of earth, and brought them back into the light of day. All of this because Gaia told them the full truth, that with their help, they could win victory and eternal glory. So for a long time, these Olympian gods, children of Cronus, fought in a great clash of battle against the mighty Titans, both sides bitter of heart from the immense struggle. The Titans were composed of Cronus, Iapetus, father of Prometheus, Atlas, Menoetius, that was struck down by Zeus with a thunderbolt and cast into the Erebus, and many more. The Titans fought from the height of Mount Othrys, while the brave gods battled from Mount Olympus. They fought each other with great anguish in their hearts for 10 long years, without cease, without truce, without any rest. The war's outcome remained balanced between the two sides, and then Zeus gave those 3 brothers, Briareus, Codus, and Gygus, everything they needed. First, he gave them ambrosia and nectar, the food of the gods. The fighting spirit blazed within their chests as they nourished themselves with that sweet ambrosia and succulent nectar. It was then that Zeus, father of gods and men, addressed them.
Hear me, glorious children of earth and sky, as I speak plainly to you. For a long time now, the Titans and we, children of Cronus, have fought daily in this war for victory and dominion. Now show the Titans your strength, the invincible power of your hands. Stand against them in this terrible conflict, remembering our kindness. After all your suffering, you have returned to the light from your cruel prison, brought back by my will from the moldy gloom of darkness.
So spoke Zeus, and the giant Codus replied,
O Divine One, what words you speak! We now know that your thoughts are supreme, your mind surpasses all, and that you have saved the immortals from the cold light of war. We came from the depths of the moldy gloom of darkness by your counsel, freed at last from unkind chains, O Lord Zeus, son of Cronus. Therefore our spirits are resolute, and our will is firm to preserve your power through the horrors of war. We shall fight the Titans in the heat of battle.
Thus spoke Codus, and the gods, givers of blessings, heard him and hailed him, and their hearts longed for war even more than before. That same day, they threw themselves once again into the shadowy battle. All of them, men and women, Titans and gods born of Cronus, and also the 3 giants that Zeus had sent from the underworld to the light, terrible, mighty, and arrogant in their power. 100 grotesque hands sprang from their shoulders, and 50 heads on each thick neck of theirs. They stood before the Titans on the battle line, lifting blocks of boulders in their crude hands. On the other side, the Titans formed their ranks in anticipation. Then the hands of both sides glowed with power, and the unfathomable sea cried out in anguish. The earth thundered and shook, the vast sky moaned and trembled, and mighty Olympus quaked from its roots under the assault of the immortals. A deep tremor of steppes reached foggy Tartarus, and a sharp whistle of wild tumult and heavy missiles groaning and shrieking in the air. The sound of cries from both sides rose to the starry heavens as they clashed with a magnificent war cry. And then Zeus could no longer contain his strength. His lungs burned with fury, and he unleashed his full power. He hurled himself from the sky, descending from Olympus in a torrent of lightning, throwing thunderbolt after thunderbolt, unerring from his vast hand. A storm of sacred flame, and the earth that gives us life roared as it burned. The endless forests crackled in flames, continents melted, and the rivers of the ocean boiled, as did the barren sea. The wave of heat engulfed the Titans, and the flames reached the shining stratosphere, and the blinding rays of lightning and thunder scorched their eyes, no matter how mighty they were. Such a terrible heat that it swallowed deep chaos itself. The sight of it all, and the sound that reached the ears, was as if the vast sky had fallen upon the earth. The crash of the impact, and of the earth being crushed, would be like the noise that rose from the clash of gods in battle. Winds howled across the land, setting off tremors and swept up dust, thunder, and flashing lightning, the weapons of Zeus, along with shouts and crashes on both sides. The reflection of this terrible struggle hung in the air, and pure power shone through it. And then, the battle turned. Before, they fought side by side, locked in the grip of combat. But then, Cronus, Briareus, and Gyges advanced, thirsty for war, to the front lines of battle, hurling 300 stones, one after another. And so, the projectiles launched by these three brothers cast the Titans down beneath the earth of vast pathways, where they were bound with cruel chains. Defeated despite their boldness, the Titans lost, and they were buried deep into the underworld, as far beneath the earth as the skies above it. For the distance from earth to heaven is the same as from earth down to misty Tartarus. And thus, this war came to an end, and the Titans were cast into the underworld.